Hi everyone, I hope you're well. I've been away for a little while. I've recently moved to another suburb, away from the beach, up in the near the country, sort of in a partially rural area, and I've just sorted everything out and put everything where it's meant to go, and done a bit of spring cleaning as well, so now I'm feeling a little more settled, which is really good. So now I intend to come back and do some more readings and do some more, tarot, work with tarot. I might throw some other things in there as well on the channel, like maybe some meditation, do meditation with some cards. And I also want to start a series, Healing with Tarot, because I see great benefits in tarot regarding the healing space. And there's just so much you can get out of tarot that's just layered and layered and layered. So what I've done is I've put 3 cards together, and they're just for the energy at the moment. So whenever you come across this video, it may be pertinent now, it may be pertinent in 6 months, it may be pertinent in 12 months. So if you're feeling this video, that's great. You're sort of feeling the energy as I'm sort of bringing it forth, as it's coming through me. If you sort of don't feel it, you may feel it in a couple of months' time. As we all know, time is man-made. There's no time in spirit. So you may be sort of going through something different at the moment, and in a couple of months you may be feeling the energies that are coming through. But what I'm seeing at the moment is just a little bit of confusion. You wanting to become settled, just how I'm sort of feeling at the moment. And maybe I still have a little bit of tension still coming through from, the big move and just wanting things to settle down for myself. So this can, have a lot to do with me and the energies that are surrounding me. But I'm sure just as everyone, goes through certain phases of their life, there's someone going through the same phases I'm going through now. We all go through, sort of the same experiences together, sometimes with different energies surrounding us. Sometimes we have different ways of perceiving what's happening, and just the little glimpses of, someone else's perspective can help us get through certain phases of what we're going through. So first up, I've got the Five of Wands. So it's almost like, you're here taking center stage. It's like, come on, this is how we're doing this, and this is what we're going to do. We need to sort of come together as one. But the differing aspects of yourself are there saying, yeah, but I want this over here, and I want to do this here, and I want that, over above my head. And so it's a little bit of a, confusing time. It's almost, because we're multidimensional beings, there's different aspects not sort of lining up, with your higher self. The higher self is going there saying, hang on, this is how we need to do this, and this is what's going to give us more growth and more stability if we all work together. But as we know, there's always needs to be, sometimes other people want to take the lead. There can only be one, taking the lead, where the others sort of sit as passengers until it's time for different aspects of ourselves to come in and say, well, okay, my specialty is, like the financial aspect, so we bring that aspect of ourselves through. Another aspect might be, cooking or baking or gardening or reading or something, and each one takes its turn. So it's a matter of sort of knowing which part of yourself wants to take the lead, and how come the other ones are not sort of lining up. What's the problem here? It's an exciting time, really, when you're coming through an exciting time, like moving. For example, it is exciting. You got a place to sort of set up and make it your own. So different parts want to do different things. You want to bake, you want to garden, you want to, hang up pictures here, you want to, put the settee over here and the TV there. And so everything wants to sort of come and have a voice. But it's a matter of sort of quietening down, centering yourself, and getting everyone to take their turn. Once you sort of start settling down, getting that center pillar, you'll start, now we have the Four of Wands. Now you'll start to see the foundations coming together. And that's always the key when you have one leading, because the one leading, it's funny how that's a 5. The one leading, and there's the 4 here, the 4 other wands, and you've got 4 wands here. So you've got the 5 of Wands, the one that wants to lead and lay a foundation. Then you finally get your foundation, where you can move into the new house and set down roots, with your feminine and your masculine sides. Because we each have a feminine and a masculine side, and the feminine energy and the masculine energy working together to create a fantastic place to stay, to live within ourselves. And it is all about working together. But then the third card, I'm going to say the fourth card, the fourth got mixed with the third. So the third card seems like I might have to put another card down for confirmation. So the third card I have is the 5 of Swords. So there's still a little bit of conflict here. So whether it's conflict over other people may not be happy with the move that you've made. And even if I think about my case here, where I've just moved far away from everyone, they may not be happy that I've moved far away, but that's something that they need to sort of, sort out and work out. But it's all about who's the victor, are you the victor or the victorious? And it's sort of like you're not playing games anymore. The person who you used to be might have played, or someone might have played games. And you're not playing games anymore. It's like, I'm just going to take my bat and ball and go home. I'm not playing games anymore. I'm here sort of trying to settle down, trying to create a foundation for myself where there wasn't one previously. But now I've got a chance to create one. And this is what I'm going to do. Being as these are all archetypes of ourselves as well, it could have been some game playing within yourself about, external circumstances and just wanting to get away from it all and again, create a foundation. So let me get that 4th card for confirmation, because I just wanted to say 4th, but it came out as 3rd. But let's see what else wants to come out and how we can sort of settle down. But it is a settling time. It's a time to sort of settle down, grow roots, and start building from there. Because the roots are the things that, you want to ground yourself where you are. And that's where that middle pillar is. And then you want to start growing. And once you start growing branches like the tree, that's when the fruit appears. So let's see. We have the World card. Now the World card, and you'll see with some of these cards that I've had to draw close on them, because otherwise YouTube would take it down for nudity. So in the Rider-Waite deck, the World does not have a brassiere. She doesn't have it. She's basically naked. But I've had to grow clothes on her, put clothes on her. So having the World card as the confirmation going through these other cards, having the move, having to move, basically, having the confusion, the competition, you know, just the things going around in the ego sometimes creates problems, you know, within our energy. To create the foundation, you've closed a cycle. So going through all this, and it's just settling everything down, you've gone through a cycle. The fixed signs up here are telling you that, you know, now you are, you know, you're grounding. You're starting to ground in yourself and come into yourself. You're starting to become who you're meant to be. So we have a Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. So those are the fixed signs of the zodiac. And sometimes the fixed signs of the zodiac, they really don't like to move. They don't like change much. But when change comes, you know, they dig their heels in the ground at the beginning. But then once they get used to change, that's when they become the best versions of themselves. It's almost like going round in a circle all the time. We'll change here, we'll change there, we'll do this, we'll move here, we'll move there, we'll, you know, it seems like an endless cycle. But you get to a point where you have moved that many times, you've changed that many times, that the new version of you is nonplussed by anything at all. You've basically become your own change maker, the transformation that you've gone through. Starting new cycles. And that's how your horizons open up, where you become more grounded, build your own foundations, and your horizons open up more. So it's a new cycle. You're not running in the same old programs anymore, the same old confusing. So you understand parts of yourself. You understand the different parts of yourself and how to streamline it all, how to get them to work with you, not against you, where they used to work against you. You've really sort of leveled up. You understand yourself a lot more than you did previously. And now they're all working with you. And they're all happy for you. See how they're here? They're happy for you. They're just letting you wander off, letting you do your own thing without coming in and competing or playing games. So that's the cycle that you've just completed. You've basically leveled up. So I hope that's helped you, and I hope that makes sense. Because, you know, it's basically, you're removing all the old parts to allow the new part to come through, to allow the new chapter to come in. So good luck with everything. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.